Have you ever sat by your window, coffee in hand, and wondered, where should I be living now? Should I still be here alone, in this house I built my life in? Or is it time for something new? If you're over 70, or even just approaching that age, this thought might come up more often than you'd like to admit. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's actually one of the most important and empowering questions you can ask yourself. Because after a certain point in life where you live, and more importantly, who you live with, can shape not just your comfort, but your joy, your peace, and your health in ways that you might not have considered before, this isn't about giving up independence or losing control. It's about opening up to possibilities that can bring more laughter, more warmth, and more connection into your life. Because no matter what anyone says, growing older isn't about fading into the background. It's about rewriting the rules to better suit you. In this video, we're going to explore 6 living arrangements that seniors like you are choosing to feel more secure, more supported, and most importantly, more fulfilled after 70. These aren't cookie-cutter answers, they're real, life solutions based on what truly matters at this stage: peace of mind, meaningful relationships, and dignity. So, let's ease into this together. Imagine this. You've raised your children, worked hard for decades, and now find yourself in a home that once echoed with busy footsteps, but now stands still and quiet. Maybe the stairs are getting a little harder to climb, or perhaps cooking for one just doesn't bring the same joy. These little things build up, don't they? And you start to ask, is this really the best setup for me now? One of the most popular and comforting options for seniors is living with a trusted adult child or relative. Not everyone has this possibility, and not every relationship is right for it, but when it works, it can be beautiful. If your son or daughter is someone you get along with, and their household is respectful of your independence, this can become a rich, multi-generational home full of shared stories, warm meals, and the kind of safety that comes from simply not being alone. But here's the key: it has to be mutual. You deserve to live with someone who wants you there, not out of obligation, but out of love and respect. This setup can be wonderful for helping with errands, getting to appointments, or even just having someone to talk to over breakfast. It's not about losing your space, it's about gaining a new kind of togetherness. But what if that doesn't fit your life right now? Maybe your family is far away, or maybe you're just the kind of person who values their own routines and personal space a little more. That brings us to another arrangement that's gaining popularity: shared housing with another senior or trusted friend. Think of it like the Golden Girls, but better suited to your own tastes and pace. Living with someone close to your own age can be an incredible source of emotional support and daily companionship. You're both in similar life stages, which means there's a deeper level of understanding. You'll share costs, responsibilities, and best of all, those simple, comforting daily rituals like watching the news together or taking a walk after dinner. Some seniors even choose to move in with a friend they've known for years, while others meet new companions through local senior living programs that match roommates based on personality and lifestyle. There's something truly special about sipping tea with someone who remembers the music you grew up with, who understands what it means to miss someone, who doesn't just sympathize, they get it, and yet you still get to have your own room, your own rhythm. You're not just surviving, you're thriving with someone, not because of someone. And while we're talking about thriving, let's look at another wonderful option for seniors who want a balance of independence and community: active senior living communities. Now, don't let the term mislead you. These aren't boring or rigid places. Many of them are like small villages filled with people your age who are looking for the same things: safety, fun, and a simpler way of living. These communities often offer private apartments or small homes with easy access to activities like painting, gardening, dancing, and even book clubs or movie nights. You get your own space, your privacy, but just a few steps away, there's always a friendly face and a full calendar of things to do if you want to join in. You might find that your days feel a little lighter when someone else is handling the lawn care, or when meals are available in a common dining hall with fresh, warm conversation. You're surrounded by people who have also had long, rich lives who are eager to share their stories, but also to listen to yours. The best part, you set the tone. You can be as social or as quiet as you want to be, but the comfort of knowing that help and friendship are right around the corner can be a game changer. So far, we've looked at the comfort of living with family, the companionship of shared housing, and the energy of senior living communities. Each one has its own rhythm, its own beauty, and each one honors something essential: your right to age in a way that feels good to you. These choices are not about fear or decline, they're about saying, I want to live well and I deserve to. Now take a breath. Maybe one of these options has already sparked something in you. Maybe you're picturing a cozy little home with a garden out back in a senior community, or a quiet corner room in your daughter's house, filled with photos and familiar smells. Or maybe you're thinking of a dear friend you haven't seen in a while and wondering if they'd be open to a conversation about living together. Wherever your thoughts are drifting, hold on to them, because they're not just ideas, they're possibilities. And possibilities are what keep us moving forward. Let's continue this conversation and take a look at some of the other beautiful, empowering options available as we age with grace. And while you're holding those possibilities in your heart, let's keep exploring, because maybe you've tried living with family before and it just didn't feel quite right. Or perhaps you've always loved your independence and the idea of sharing a space, even with someone kind and understanding, still feels like a stretch. That's perfectly okay. Aging doesn't mean giving up your preferences. It means learning to honor them even more. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you in the best way: tiny homes or granny flats on a loved one's property. Imagine this: you still get to live close to your family, maybe in the backyard or on a side lot, but you have your own front door, your own cozy kitchen, your favorite chair by the window, and absolutely no sense of being a burden. It's the best of both worlds. Your grandchildren can come running in after school to give you a hug, but when the day winds down, you still get your quiet space and peaceful bedtime routine. No one is stepping on your toes, but no one is far away either. This setup works especially well when families want to stay connected, but understand the need for boundaries. Many cities are even changing zoning laws to make it easier to build these kinds of homes for aging parents. They are small, manageable, and often designed with accessibility in mind: walk-in showers, wide doorways, no stairs. It's not about shrinking your life. It's about streamlining it to make room for what matters most: love, connection, and your own comfort. And what if even that feels like too much closeness? Or maybe you've always loved the idea of living in a place where everything is taken care of, from meals to cleaning to medical support. Then you might feel at home in a continuing care retirement community, also known as a CCRC. Now, I know that sounds a bit formal, but bear with me. These places are designed for people who want to age in place without having to move from one facility to another every few years. They offer independent living, assisted living, and nursing care all on the same campus. So you start off living just like you do now, in your own apartment or condo with your own routines. But if your needs ever change, you won't have to pack up your life and start over somewhere unfamiliar. Everything is already there, The staff knows you, the community knows you, and you know that whatever happens, you're in good hands. It brings peace of mind not only to you, but to your children and family as well. They know you're supported. They know you're safe. And you get to keep your dignity, your routine, and your freedom while also being wrapped in a net of gentle care that adjusts as you need it. You might even find yourself making new friends you never expected. People who share your stories, your music, your memories of what life was like back then. It's never too late to start a new chapter, and these communities are full of people doing just that. They're painting for the first time, taking up yoga, learning how to play bridge, or simply enjoying a good meal in a dining hall that feels more like a cafe than a cafeteria. Still, maybe you're thinking, I'm not ready for all that. I still want my own house, my own space, my own life, but I could use a little help now and then. That's where aging in place with professional support comes in. This is becoming more and more common and more doable, thanks to new services and technology. With just a bit of planning, you can stay in the home you love while still getting the care you need, right when you need it. Picture this: you wake up in your familiar bed, surrounded by the furniture and memories you've collected over a lifetime. You make your own breakfast, sit in your favorite chair, and listen to the birds outside your window. But when it's time for laundry, or getting to the doctor, or making sure your medications are taken properly, a trained, kind professional steps in to lend a hand. And when they leave, it's still your house, your life, just easier, safer, and a little more supported. With home modifications like grab bars, stair lifts, walk-in tubs, and medical alert systems, more seniors are staying in their homes well into their 80s and 90s and doing it beautifully. You're not trapped or stuck. You're choosing to grow older in the place you feel most at ease. Sometimes the best place to live is the one you're already in, just with a few adjustments and an extra set of helping hands. What's important here is recognizing that your needs are unique, your preferences are valid. Some people find joy in daily conversation and shared meals. Others crave privacy and solitude. Some like being surrounded by family, while others find their peace in quiet independence. And guess what? There's no right or wrong answer. The best living arrangement is the one that lets you wake up each day feeling safe, valued, and emotionally nourished. The world has changed. We're no longer living in a time where retirement means slowing down and waiting out the years. Now, it means choices, freedom, fresh starts. Whether you're drawn to a vibrant senior community, a cozy space in your daughter's backyard, a shared home with a lifelong friend, or simply a more comfortable version of the home you already know and love, You Can't Go feels right for you. Take a quiet moment now and really picture it. What does your ideal day look like? What kind of mornings feel best? Who do you want to see or not see around your dinner table? These are not just surface questions. They're guideposts pointing you toward a happier, more balanced life. And the beautiful part is, you don't have to rush. There's time to think, to talk it over, to feel your way into the next chapter. What matters is that you know you have options, real, thoughtful, meaningful options that honor everything you've lived through and everything you still want to enjoy. Now, as we continue this journey together, maybe something has already started to settle in your heart. A vision, a feeling, even just a gentle tug toward one path or another. That's the beauty of giving yourself time to reflect. Sometimes the answers are already inside us. We just need the space to listen. But before we wrap up, there's one more living arrangement that's quietly growing in popularity, and it might just surprise you. It's called a co-housing or senior co-living village, and it's something truly special. Imagine a small neighborhood where every person has their own private space, a little cottage, an apartment, or a suite. But there are shared common areas where people gather for meals, hobbies, gardening, and good conversation. It's not a facility, it's a community built on purpose, connection, and friendship. These spaces are designed to promote interaction while still respecting independence. You might grow your own tomatoes in a community garden, attend a storytelling night, or help prepare dinner in a shared kitchen. But when the day is done, you walk back to your private home, close your own door, and enjoy your peace. For people who crave community without the structure of a traditional retirement facility, this is a beautiful middle ground. Some of these villages are built by nonprofits or senior advocates. Others are created by groups of friends who pool resources and design a living situation that suits their shared vision of aging, something warm, empowering, and rooted in mutual care. And the best part, you're not just a resident, you're part of something bigger. You're seen, you're needed. You belong. Now let's take a gentle breath together, because we've just walked through 6 beautiful possibilities, each one offering something a little different, a little unique. And you might be thinking, but how do I choose? What if I make the wrong decision? The truth is, there's no such thing. Because this isn't about getting it perfect. It's about finding what brings you the most peace, the most joy, and the most freedom at this time in your life. You've already lived through so much. You've raised families, worked hard, made sacrifices, weathered storms, and celebrated victories. Now is the time to ask, not what others expect of you, but what you truly want. What kind of mornings do you dream of waking up to? What kind of support do you need, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually too? Do you light up when you're around others? Or do you feel restored in quiet solitude? Those answers will guide you better than any trend, any brochure, or even any well-meaning family member. Let me remind you, your happiness matters. It's not selfish to want to live in a space that nourishes you. It's not ungrateful to choose something different from what your children or friends suggest. And it's certainly not too late to begin again. Whether you're 70, 75, 80, or beyond, there's still so much life to be lived, and how you live it and where you live it plays a big role in how deeply you enjoy the years ahead. Maybe your heart feels called toward a vibrant community, full of laughter and shared meals. Or maybe you're most at ease in your own little home, with a cat on the windowsill and silence when you need it. Maybe you're dreaming of a life closer to family, where your grandchildren visit on Sunday mornings and your days unfold gently in their presence. Or maybe the idea of building something new with a friend, a group, or a co-housing community sparks that glimmer of excitement again. You don't need all the answers today. You just need to know they're out there, and that you deserve to explore them. You deserve joy, you deserve ease, you deserve to feel safe, not just from harm, but from loneliness, from isolation, from the quiet ache of feeling forgotten. Because you are not forgotten, you're here, you're alive, and you matter. So as you sit with these thoughts, I invite you to do something simple. Write down what home really means to you now. Not what it meant 30 years ago, not what someone else says it should mean, but what it means to you today. Is it comfort? Is it companionship? Is it freedom? Your answers are your compass. Trust them, and if you feel moved, share your thoughts in the comments. Let others know what you're considering, what you're dreaming about. You might inspire someone who's also asking these questions. You might be reminded that you're not alone. And if this video helped you in even a small way, please give it a like. It really supports the channel. Subscribe if you'd like more videos like this, full of heart and honesty and hope, because this is your time. And you're not just aging, you're evolving. So here's to you. To fresh starts, to warm mornings, to quiet joy and loud laughter. Here's to living life fully on your terms, surrounded by care, comfort, and love. Here's to living your best life at any age.